How's it going? Andrew Figuccio with Figuccio Studios. Yesterday I went live. I did a little studio session. I just did a couple little clips, shorts here and there. Nothing major. It was just like part of the process. I wanted to be, more focused on the quality of the recording. I didn't want to, want the engineer to think I was, just in there to take videos. So, I take that absolutely take that serious. But at this point, it was great session. It was. I mean, I don't really go to the studio. I can count on my hands how many times I've been to a studio, because I've learned the necessary skills to make my mixes, um, you know, pretty close to studio quality. But honestly, going there yesterday just really opened my eyes to a lot of different things, and it was such a blessing. That guy really gave me so much secrets and sauce, and it just gave me that motivation now to just now I can really put everything in, and I can be completely confident in the quality of music that I'm presenting. The mix, it's never. I'm confident in a lot of the songs that I release. I'm never like whatever I release, I know I'm confident that it's a quality song when I release it. That's the reason why I release it. The songs that I don't think aren't worth releasing, I won't release it. Just won't. And for a long time, I didn't release any songs because I knew I was just working on my craft. And there's some songs throughout the years where I wish I would have released, but I never did. But I guess I just look at it like those weren't meant to get released. So up to this point, um, man, that was just great day today. Was just focus on mixing mainly. Just I was taking all the stuff that a lot of stuff, well, a couple of the songs that I released, and just cleaning them up, night and day, complete difference. Oh man, I was just feel so blessed. I could finally, because it's not only been like a search, like yeah, you want to get your music out there, and you want to profit off of it. A lot of people do. To actually, if I could do what I'm, you know, if I could live off something that I love to do, that's the goal. Um, but also at the same time, being on this journey, it's been like I've been chasing that sound, getting that good sound, um, the clean sound, and it's just been so many years of fighting and just research and trial and error and getting discouraged because you're like, oh, I did this and it doesn't work. And sometimes you'll mix a song and you'll add things and it'll sound even worse than before you mixed it. And you're just like confused. But there's so much behind it. There's literally a science behind sound. Yeah, there's science behind sound. Like there are a lot of different things. There's things you need to know as far as the different levels, things such as that, and like different noise frequencies, a lot of different things. That's why it takes time to actually develop those skills. So at this point now, I that was just blew me away. Finally, something good. I'm like a lot of times in my life, things just keep they don't seem to improve very fast. But it wasn't looking too good for a little bit for a couple moments, and then it was like that thing just happened, and it just gave me a whole new perspective on life almost. I'm reinvigorated and ready to go now. I have the tools, and it's just a matter of putting in the work now. Now I have what I need, exactly what I have need. And I know before I was more confident, but then I started going back, and I was like, there got to be some way to make it better. The mix got to be better because it's not my songs. I don't think my songs aren't good. I'm definitely confident in that BB song. To me, that's just an overall good song. Like I don't really see a part in that song that is like whack, corny, or the flow isn't good. And I look at it overall, and I definitely know that I make some whack, corny songs. I have definitely, I'll admit that, be the first to admit it. But when I know I got something good, I'm confident I can listen to it. And I'm like, I don't get sick of it. It's not like, oh, I don't want to hear this song again. But I'm happy with that, and I'm grateful that I got to experience that. And it actually was initially only supposed to be a 3 hour session. So I went in there and I paid for the 3 hours because of that studio. You had to pay for 3 hours at the minimum. So I paid for 3 hours, and uh, at the 3 hour mark, I got to a point where I was like, all right, we're only like basically had a song done because there was, certain problems we ran into. But ultimately, I was like, you know what? I got to get something, I really got to get something good out of this. So I ended up paying for another 3 hours. So I ended up staying. So did like 6 hours studio in the studio, which, I mean, if I'm doing it, 6 hours is, I definitely do 6 hours easily. Well, actually, in the doing 6 hours in the studios, it took a little bit more energy out of me. But I was, it ultimately allowed me. If I wouldn't have got that extra 3 hours, I wouldn't have gotten that all the information that I did. How I was able to ask questions, and literally for a portion of the time, I was just sitting there and talking with him. It wasn't even like, like if we're recording, while we were just talking, and I was just like asking question after question. And he was able to explain to me, and he showed me some secret sauce. And I gotta say, hats off to that guy, because a lot of people don't want to do that. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Shout out to Sound Mind Studios, definitely, or Sound Mind Recording. Yeah, Sound Mind Recording. Shout out to them. Great place, great experience. They're located in the Strasbourg area. Big place. Yeah, it was great. It was a big complex where there was multiple studios. It wasn't just like a rinky-dink bull crap studio. It was definitely official. Everything you need there. Um, so definitely, I would recommend them to anybody. It was awesome. I'm happy to have found that place, and the price is very reasonable price. And it's hard to find a reasonable price like that. So that's cool. And they also like they've recorded. They're not just some like Joe Blows either. They actually recorded some top known bands like Avenged Sevenfold and Fuel. So those are some names. I mean, those are big names. So they must have definitely have some say in what they do. So that was just a great experience. So I took some clips and I got some footage. Probably maybe release it at some time. But right now I was just focused on getting the knowledge, uh, taking the knowledge that I gained from that session and applying it completely. That's really what mainly today. I gotta say I was just very head down, focused, and I kept on just pushing through and persevering up to this point. And yeah, just persevering and just like putting in the work and click, click, click. It's like things just kept coming to you, and I love when that happens. It doesn't happen to me often, so when it does, it's a blessing. Yeah, and I was talking about releasing another music video today, or I was gonna start releasing this part of this, the next part of the music video series, and I don't think it's gonna happen this week. And I think that's just a good thing because I don't want to just like rush it and make it like a crap project. Not that last week was necessary and I put things together, but I feel like I'm on another level now. And I didn't think I'd be getting to this point where I'm at right now. So now I really just have to put more energy into the quality of it. I got to improve the quality. But the performance, I got a performance, but yeah, I got a performance tomorrow. This was a big week. So that studio session was actually unexpected. Wasn't planned. I actually just booked it. I got to a point where I was like, with my mixes, and I'm like, I got to see if there's something that's missing. Like maybe there's something I'm doing or I don't have that I need that I can get. Because I mean, the guy had it. I was recording with like a $2,000 microphone, which the microphone that I record with isn't a cheap mic. It's a couple, it's a couple $100 mic, more than a couple $100 mic. But the one that he was using was like a $2,000 mic, which honestly, that wasn't the difference. It wasn't the difference. The mic, it sounds great, and it's awesome, and it makes things a lot easier. But you can get a clear sound without having that mic. I'm confident in that now. I know that you can. It's a lot about the whatever the secret sauce. Once there's more people here, maybe we get more engagement. We'll start talking about some sauce, some secrets. But up to this point, I'm just grateful for the knowledge that I gained. And, I'm willing to give that knowledge away freely, though. But, up to this point, there's no need to document it right now. If we get some engagement, then it'll be a good topic of conversation. But, so next is like I said, that wasn't even planned doing the studio session. I just figured it and I did it, and it was worth every penny that I spent, definitely. And I wouldn't have said that, if I didn't get the knowledge that I got, I probably would have been like, man, why did I spend that money? That was kind of stupid, but yeah, money well spent. Money well spent. Um, Next, like I said, the performance on Friday, I had that planned. So that was something that's planned. Um, that's gonna be. I haven't performed in a long time. Very few times have I performed. So now this is going to be another experience, but I've done it before. I'm not too nervous. I just go out and I do it, and I'm like, all right, whatever happens, happens. So now I'm, ready for that, and that's a whole nother stage. So be interesting to see how that works out. It's like when you first start performances, you never know how you're going to get received, but usually people are fairly okay about it. But I'm confident in what I got, and I think it's it could get people put some energy into the crowd. So. I'm definitely gonna be performing that BB song. That one right now is like kind of like an anthem for me. Um, just an overall good song. I got another song. The next song that's coming out, it's already released, but that one, it's another one. It's not my usual style or my like lyrical content, but it's definitely one of my best songs. I would say it's up there as far as like overall take and performance goes. Yeah, it's a good one. Um, So now, I mean, after the biggest thing right now is it's kind of like everything's leading up to this performance. So that's going to be like the curtain call or whatever it is of this section of time, this chapter right now, and then it's going to start a whole new chapter. So once that performance goes through, maybe hopefully I'll get some footage of that. That would be cool. I hope so. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that, but see if I can find a way. If there's a will, there's a way. I'm sure they'll probably let me do it if I'm performing. So I'll try to do that. But up to this point, yeah, that was just a big step yesterday, and I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Put this more time, more work in, more energy, and I'm not recording. Didn't record today. Not necessary. I recorded like 2 days in a row, and I did like a whole 6-hour session yesterday. I don't know about people doing the studio every day. The point is your vocal cords, it's like a muscle, and I definitely overexhausted them in the past 2 days. So I got to have them recoup so that I can do this performance, this one song. Do the one song performance, and, we take it from there, one step, one day at a time. Mainly, I'm just, wanting to get back and continue these live sessions like I've been doing and just document what's going on. Anybody that's willing to listen, and I'm just speaking, just talking, just putting something out there, and show people that I'm not completely, I'm not like at the top telling people, oh, this is how you gotta do it. I'm trying to start something, from the ground up, and hopefully one day somebody is going to be able to look at this and be like, yeah, look at this guy. He was, in this position, which I'm not in a horrible position, but it's like, and he took his time and look what he built. So that's what I'm looking for. That's the ultimate goal, but we don't live every day with that ultimate goal. That's in the back of our minds, well, in the back of my mind. And at this point, every day, what I do is I know I have my little short-term goals, what I got to do for the day. What do I got to do? What can I do to improve today? And the biggest thing that I'm doing is computer. I'm hitting the mixing every day. Probably gonna hit more mixing after this, and then tomorrow I'm gonna hit the mixing again, and then the performance is at 8. So it's at the Sherman Theater in Pennsylvania in Stroudsburg. So I'll be performing. I don't know. It starts at 8. I don't know what time I'll be performing, but that's when it starts. Anything else up to this point? Figuccio Studios in full effect. Hat coming soon. Hat. I'm hoping I get the hat tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna though. That's what's gonna kind of be a little bit discouraging. I wanted to wear the hat for the performance, and I saw the hat and it's created and it looks nice. I'm grateful for that. So the hat's coming, merchandise. Um, but maybe I won't have it, but maybe I will. Who knows? And that's all I got really. It's just an update what's going on. If anybody has any questions or comments, you can leave them here. And if anybody is interested in pursuing being an artist or needs help with recording, mixing, making music videos, I'm here for any questions. Give you some direction, hopefully, and help you solve whatever problems you got. All right. Thanks for hearing me if you came on, and that's all I got. Thanks.